Hi again, friends. This is Dean Julia from Trinity Cathedral with this week's short take for your prayer and pondering. For those of us who worship in churches that follow the common lectionary, that is, those Sunday Bible readings that are shared by most Roman Catholics and mainline Protestant denominations, last Sunday featured the Lord's Prayer in the version recounted by the Gospel of Luke. It's slightly different from the versions we've all learned in church. It lacks the concluding doxology, which generally goes something like, "For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever," depending on the translation. But those familiar words nevertheless convey great power and power to disrupt. Take a moment to meditate the prayer that you already probably know well and consider it phrase by countercultural phrase. What if we really were all children of a common parent, our Father? Would we treat each other any differently? And what might it mean if God's kingdom really did come on earth as in heaven? What if we trusted that our daily bread really did come from God and therefore we shared it as generously as God does? Or even more boldly, if we committed ourselves to forgive as we are forgiven? Myself, I don't always pause long enough to let this prayer sink into my consciousness enough to change me. But when I do that, that is when we do that, because after all, it's our Father, my patterns do indeed change, at least for that day. But the good news is the Lord's Prayer actually is a daily prayer with the power to shape us in the ways that our Lord shows us with heartfelt repetition.